Hello. So today I would like to talk a bit about this upcoming change in season. We are heading towards the autumn equinox, and in the pagan wheel of the year, this is called Mabon or Mabon, however you want to pronounce that. And it's a time of going in and kind of harvesting the things that you grew throughout the summer months, and really kind of acknowledging those gifts and those shifts that you've made in expanding your being into more of a soul alignment. And once we've done that, we can then start looking at, okay, what's next? What's our next stage? And I like to call this time of year like a rooting in time, where we go really deep into our root work, just as the trees do. Trees actually do most of their growing in the winter months as they go down deep into the earth. So we're not quite in winter yet, but so it's a period of time where we kind of, the veil is thinnest, right? So this is the time of year where we're coming up to Samhain, and Samhain is where which is Halloween, and so the veil is very thin between the spirit world and our present reality. And so it's a time of being able to really listen to spirit and really try and understand what this next stage of the journey looks like, really deeply communicating with spirit and going into a more inward space. So it's like there's a kind of separation between you and the outer world. You start to journey inwards and start to really feel into what you need to do for this in-breath season. So the spring and the summer are very much, exhalations, breathing out into the beauty of life and all the gifts you can offer, and really reveling in the beauty of everything. And autumn and winter are much more times of bringing that energy now inwards to do very deep inner work. And there's so many expressions of this. I find that I'm naturally a lot more creative in the autumn and the winter time. I get the desire to paint, to sew, to create something that's kind of really coming from a deep place within me. I hold a lot more sister circles and do a lot more teaching in the winter, and hold space for other women so they can go in and do this root work. And I really enjoy my own space. I really enjoy that coziness, that going in, wood stove, hot tea, really going very deep into my being and doing my work. So what I would like you to start thinking about is, if you think back to the spring, when we had our spring equinox, and what was going on in your life then? So that would have been in March, the end of March. What was going on in your life then? Where were you compared to now? Like, maybe make some lists in your journal of what you were working on, what your goals were, and see what's changed. See if anything has changed, if you've come forward in any way at all. And how do you feel in your body now compares to then? And so really identifying and celebrating any changes. This is a real time, it's harvest time. So it is a really beautiful time to honor and harvest and celebrate all of those things within yourself. So that might look like hosting a potluck with your dear sisters. It might look like a fire of gratitude and thanks, where you perhaps leave out some food for the ancestors as a thank you for supporting you on this journey. It might look like going off camping by yourself and being in celebration. Feasting is generally the biggest thing that has been done historically all throughout, because it is a natural time of harvest. So feasting together in thanks and gratitude. It's not by accident that Thanksgiving is held when it is, right? So this is an ancient time of feasting and giving thanks. So I invite you to design a feast around your spirituality, like inviting your sisters for a circle and each of you creating a beautiful dish that somehow represents your gratitude for lessons learned and soul expansion and all of that beautiful stuff. And I'll touch base again between now and Mabon with some more specific things that you can do. It's a very witchy time. It's a real time for your inner witch to really come out and spread her wings. I still have a bit of a funny thing about using the word witch, just because it has kind of other meanings attached to it, Like sometimes I see witches as like wearing purple and black and kind of embodying something that I am very far removed from as a witchy person. So embracing your wise woman, which has a connection with that word, witch, and really kind of inviting some new magical ways into the darkness that is coming with winter time and the days getting shorter. So that's what I have for you today, and I will be in touch, and I send you lots of love, and I love this time of year, and I hope if you're somebody that struggles with the darkness, I hope that through these sharings and these videos that you find a connection and a way to navigate this season in a really beautiful way. Mwah. Till next time, may the balance in this and in all things be restored.